little technical. We want to make sure everything's running.
There are some power
Mm.
flickering and a few of the traffic lights are out.
Yes, yeah.
We lost power in our neighborhood.
And I had to drive around in different circles and stuff, but we made it. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I'm going to call to order the meeting of the Township Council of West Windsor Township of June 30th, 2025. Allison, can you please call the roll?
Gauss.
Here.
Jeevers.
Here.
Mandel.
Here.
Weiss.
Here.
Whitfield.
Here.
And have we adequately noticed?
Yes, I would like to note that we have attorney Alexis Smith also with us tonight in attendance representing Parker McKay's office. And we have been adequately noticed to the Times in the Princeton packet on January 17th, 2025, filed with the municipal clerk, posted at the Township Municipal Building and on the Township website. Please stand for the salute to the flag.
United States. One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We have two wonderful ceremonial matters tonight. The first ceremonial matter involves the logo that you see up in the sky there. It's the logo for the 250th, and the contest was run by the Revolution West Windsor Committee. So before I introduce our logo contest winner, I'm going to ask the Vice President of the Historical Society, Gay Huber, to give us a little description of what the different portions of the logos mean. Thank you, Gay.
Hello, everybody. How are you this evening? So for the Revolutionary, it starts with the capture of the British troops in the town. And that was on December 30th, 1776. And then that started the two battles, which then ended up as part of the 10 crucial days. The second part is the march of George Washington's army on January 3rd, 1777, which was a 13-mile march, which also passed through West Windsor. The third is the soldiers it represents, and then the many women who played different roles during the Revolutionary War. And we are so proud that the township, along with all of the other groups that are part of the Revolutionary Committee for the next year and a half, have all been participating. And I would encourage everyone to sign up for the Historic Society event page, especially because there's several revolutionary events that will be occurring throughout the year, not only by the Historic Society, but by the Bike and Ped, by the town, and other various groups. So I thank the council for this, and I'd like to bring up Kasha.
Okay, thank you. Okay. All right, before Kashi says something, I'm going to introduce her. Congratulations to Kashi Jaitley, a rising Thomas Grover Middle School 8th grader, for winning the Revolution West Windsor 250th USA Anniversary Logo Contest. We look forward to seeing your logo design everywhere over the next year. Let me tell you a bit about Kashfi, so you know the young lady behind this historic logo. Kashfi has been living in West Windsor since April of 2023. She loves drawing, making bookmarks, watching TV, and solving puzzles like Sudoku and Wordle. In school, she served as a student council member for 2 years and as an art secretary. She enjoys math class and participates in math competitions and secured 4th position in the New Jersey Math League competition. For the past 2 years, her drawings and designs have been selected to be printed on her school spiritware featuring the Jaguar, Grover's school mascot. Outside of school, she's a proud Leo. Lions are allowed to cheer and growl a little if they want. At Step for a Better World Leo Club of West Windsor, where she led the canned food drive and participated in other service projects. Much to the delight of her fellow Leos and Lions, she was honored when her peace poster contest entry was selected at the state level. She is also learning and enjoying Indian classical dance, Kathak, and recently took part in the annual recital, which was a wonderful experience. So thank you. And if you'd like to say a couple words, and then we'll come up and take your picture with the logo.
Good evening, everyone. I'm so honored that my logo got chosen for the 2025 Revolution West Windsor logo contest. During the process of making the logo, I learned a lot and got inspired by the township's rich history. I would also like to thank Historical Society and West Windsor Township. I'm a proud Leo, and I'm glad to be part of the West Windsor family. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Stay up there. Next, we have a proclamation for Disability Pride Month. I have here that there were 3 groups. One is the Special Olympics that I've met over there with Diane Pasakavas, accompanied by a couple of our athletes over there into bowling, soccer, and a lot of good sports that I can't do. The West Windsor Recreation Department Special Needs Adult Evening Classes. So is Miss Nanantini Cupstein here? There. Oh, thank you. I didn't see you at the beginning. Who is the parent liaison for the participants of Choral Connect and Dance Aerobics, which are held in the Senior Center. And I think Unified Spectrum has told us they're having trouble getting here because of the roads.
Yeah, because of the storm, their roads have multiple detours with trees down. So I messaged me, they're on their way. So hopefully they'll make it here.
Thanks. Let me give you our proclamation. Whereas July is recognized as Disability Pride Month, commemorating the signing of the Americans with Disabilities Act, the ADA, on July 26, 1990, a landmark civil rights law that prohibits discrimination based on disability and affirms the rights of disabled individuals to fully participate in all acts of society. And whereas Disability Pride Month honors the strength, resilience, talents, and diverse accomplishments of disabled individuals in our community and recognizes their many contributions throughout West Windsor Township, and whereas the disability community is diverse, including people with physical, intellectual, emotional, invisible, acquired, and chronic disabilities, among others, and whereas West Windsor Township celebrates diversity in all aspects of life and strives to take meaningful action in many ways to build a township that is inclusive of all people, celebrating disability as a natural and vibrant part of human diversity. And whereas the West Windsor Township Recreation Department provides activities to the disabled community, including Choral Connect and Dance Aerobics, and recently installed a communication board at Community Park for nonverbal children. And whereas the West Windsor Township Senior Center offers chair yoga and chair stretch and tone classes for seniors of all levels of ability. And whereas the West Windsor Health Department facilitates vaccination services for independent housing complexes for the disabled. And whereas West Windsor Township maintains facilities that are ADA compliant, such as the newly renovated municipal building and a new mobility lift at the West Windsor Arts Council building, and works towards road improvements with ADA compliant sidewalks and crosswalks. And whereas the West Windsor Police Department works closely with organizations that support individuals with disabilities and takes part in training initiatives to better understand and respond to the needs of individuals with disabilities and supporting fundraising efforts. And whereas several West Windsor nonprofit groups provide services and opportunities for children and young adults in the neurodiverse community to learn and thrive. Now therefore it be resolved on this 30th day of June 2025 by the Mayor and Township Council of the Township of West Windsor, County of Mercer, State of New Jersey, that the Mayor and Township Council recognize July as Disability Pride Month in perpetuity. Thank you. And I believe I see Unified Spectrum back there now. So I'm glad you made it. And what we're going to do now is take some of these proclamations. And if the three groups would like to come up, why don't we go ahead and do that? Thank you.
That's a problem. The hell happened?
Yeah, I'm one. Okay, thank you. Now we're going to, that was very actually moving. We're going to open public comments. For those of you who are not familiar, the public comment gives an opportunity for anybody who wishes to come up and speak for up to 3 minutes. And if anybody does feel that they do have to leave at this time, I won't get insulted, and we understand that. But if you do want to stay, you can make whatever comment that you wish, and I'm opening the floor.
Start with your
Doing-
name
And your face. Yeah, she'll do that once we get. I think some of the gentleman over there was telling me yes?
And I have a list too.
Oh, you have a list,
All right.
okay.
Here.
First the list, and then we'll go. Okay.
All right, first on the list is Julia Simcoe. Please state your name and address.
Hi, my name is Julia Simcoe. My address is 111 Biscayne Court. I live over by Market Fair. I just wanted to thank first of all Dan for going with my idea for a proclamation for Disability Pride Month, for pitching the idea, and the council for taking my idea, the idea that I gave to Dan, and going with it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So let's see.
Okay. Next on
Okay.
the list, Natani. Natani.
First, I'd like to thank Julia for initiating the idea. And,
Can you give me your,
Please say your name and
Like-
address.
good evening. My name is Nantini Kopstein. I've lived at 7 Suffolk Lane in West Windsor since 1986, and that's 39 years ago. Both of our children went through in-district schools from kindergarten through high schools. Our youngest, a 37-year-old, is a 2009 graduate of West Windsor Plainsboro High School North. As a member of the New Jersey Council on Developmental Disabilities and a parent of a West Windsor resident with a disability who works full-time, I applaud the council and Julia for issuing a proclamation to celebrate the Disability Right Pride Month of July to commemorate the passage of the Americans with Disabilities Act. In July of 1990, Congress passed this landmark civil rights law by wide margins in both the House and the Senate. Simply put, the ADA aims to ensure that people with disabilities can go places and do things that other Americans have taken for granted. And while there is still more work to do, we can now say that Americans with disabilities have an opportunity to participate more fully in our national life through the removal of barriers in employment, housing, education, transportation, communication, recreation, health services, and access to public services. By issuing the proclamation, the council also raises the awareness of the many contributions of people with disabilities to America's workplaces and economy. You may or may not know that Stephen Hawking, Beethoven, Nikola Tesla, Tom Cruise, Jennifer Aniston, and our 32nd president, FDR, all had or have disabilities. Individuals with disabilities represent a vital part of the nation's talent pool and deserve equal opportunities to work, advance, and achieve financial security, independence, and success in their professional lives if they are given access to opportunities, services, and reasonable accommodation. This evening was not the first occasion when I came before the town council to advocate for improving access to services to people with disabilities in West Windsor. I applaud the township administration under the former mayor Shing Fouché, which applied for recreational opportunities for individuals with disabilities grant from the New Jersey Department of Community Affairs in 2010. I'm taking Julia's fair.
And that was a 3-minute time.
is it, yeah.
I don't, huh? You want to read already? Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
We
yeah.
are forever a tag team.
Please, please give your name.
Cello, 7 Cromwell Court.
Julia's neighbor. Thanks to the director and staff of West Windsor Recreation over the years, West Windsor's recreation programs for people with disabilities have continued to be popular even during the pandemic when they were offered virtually. In 2017, I made public comments before the Site Plan Review Advisory Board, the Planning Board, the Town Council to advocate for passing the ordinance in favor of Freedom Village application, which would enable people with disabilities to live independently in our community. Project Freedom at West Windsor is a thriving, barrier-free, affordable housing community for residents with and without disabilities located near Old Bear Brook Road. I was only one of multiple residents who advocated for Freedom Village. For instance, West Windsor Affordable Housing Committee, Florence Cohen, appeared numerous times over the 17-year period before the planning boards and the town councils to advocate for the approval of Freedom Village. Since the passage of ADA, many significant strides have been made to enable individuals with disabilities to participate fully in their communities. In the area of employment, the ADA removed some barriers to career advancement, enabling people with disabilities to become more financially self-sufficient and productive tax-paying members of their communities. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 29% of adults in the United States have some type of disability. Not surprisingly, disability prevalence is highest among those 65 years and older. In fact, it's a fact of life that any of us may be impacted by disability at any point in time. Due to accidents, aging, or illness, disability does not discriminate. In conclusion, it is not the only right thing to expand the promises of ADA in West Windsor. It is also the smart thing to do. And as Antony's comrade and Kevin's mom, who if I gave him the mic would not stop talking, I too want to echo that we are at a time now where we're a little bit terrified as a disability community that some of the rights we fought for that our, people ahead of us fought for in very difficult ways may be stripped away. And I don't think it's even histrionics for us to feel that way right now. As much as you've all done, and we are extremely grateful to it, Kevin growing up in this community has still very limited options to be part of the community. And it was very hard for him during his school years to participate in any community activities. And that's why Special Olympics is such a thriving community for us. So I would applaud any effort you can to keep it on your radar that we are here, we contribute, and Kevin would love to have more opportunities in his community to live and to be part of that community. So we look to all of you to be leaders for us and with us in that. So thank you all very much, and thank you for Disability Pride.
Hi.
Thank you.
Oh, excuse me if I mispronounced this, but Kayan? Yeah.
Hey, I'm Kayan and I live at 111 Biscayne Court. I'm her neighbor. And so good evening, esteemed council members and fellow peers. My name is Kayan Kinpal, and I am the Health and Environmental Chairman of Step for a Better World Leo Club. STEP is a nonprofit which is based here in New Jersey, and it was established in 2013. We became a Leo Club in 2019, and we are sponsored by the West Windsor's Lions Club, and we are also affiliated with Lions Club International, which is a global humanitarian organization, also which is the largest service organization in this world. And what we do is we serve our community through community service projects, collection drives, and fundraisers, while empowering many young people to selflessly serve. Here I have Ming Yang and Aditi Nain, who are currently leading our shoe drive. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, so before I'd like to thank all of you board members.
With your
The
name,
name and address, please.
This is Ming Yang Shao in 21 Housestead Place in Princeton, New Jersey. So before I start, I want to thank all of you, for your hard work and everything. And I believe I spoke to some of you guys at the Dive Into Summer event, and you guys were like very nice and appreciative of our efforts. So I just like to thank you for that. And so now I want to get into like the details. So basically, us two, I'm Ming Yang, and she's,
One person speaks at a time, so she can speak after you. Thank you.
So I just want to get into the details of our drive. So we're part of the Step for a Better World Leo Club, like Kayan mentioned. And so basically what we're doing is that we're partnering with Souls for Souls to collect, shoes in good condition. It could be like, any size from like adult to kids. And so basically we want to like put like a drop-off box over here. So, like people who want to come in, they can like donate and like put the shoes into the box.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Dipti Nani and I live in 7707 Tamarack Drive.
Could you just repeat that a little louder?
Could you get
And
close to
get
the mic?
close to the mic. If you're not close, you can't hear.
Hi, Annie. I live in 7707 Tamarack Drive. I'm just continuing off of what Ming said. Some type of shoes that we accept for the drive are athletic shoes, boots, dress shoes, slippers, sneakers, and heels, but we don't only accept those. We accept any size shoes, like from the range of kid to adult, that are in good condition. And if you're interested in donating, you can contact stepforabetter@gmail.com to schedule a pickup or a drop off at the donation date. You can drop off at West Windsor Senior Home or here 271 Clarksville Road, West Windsor Township. Thank you.
Is there a deadline?
Yeah, we our deadline is July 27th. Offer today to July 20th.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, could I have you sign in on the sign-in sheet? Also have you.
Is there anybody else that wishes to speak public comment today? No? Yes, come on.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for opportunity. Well, I have to say my
Name and address first.
Okay. Middle, and I live on 77 Franklin Drive, Plattsboro. And I want to thank you all, especially Sonia, for inviting me and letting me know about Proclamation Day today. And I really appreciate the effort. And I'm from Unified Spectrum, and I want to thank you all for the support. And I just wanted to share some good news is that Unified Spectrum is collaborating with Arc of Mercer now. We will be working with them to make personalized products. So if anybody in our township needs any of those, we are a local nonprofit that supports kids with disabilities in making any type of wearables and drinkware. And thanks for all you are doing to support the community that has many different abilities. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. And if I remember, some of the Historical Society logo wear was done by them. So anybody else wish to make a public comment? Seeing none, I will close public comment. For your information, near the end of the meeting, there is another public comment period. Thank you. At this time, we're going to move into administration comments. Marlena, did you have?
Yes, I have a number of announcements this evening. Brush and leaf collection was completed in Zone 4 on Friday. Collection resumes Monday, July 7th in Zone 1. This is an off week for brush collection, so crews will not be out picking up brush and leaves. The 4th of July holiday schedule is as follows. Municipal offices are closed on Friday, July 4th. The Public Works facility will be closed on Saturday, July 5th. And there will be no trash pickup on Friday, July 4th. Instead, the hauler, Waste Management Services, will collect trash on Saturday, July 5th. Please place trash curbside by no later than 6 a.m. to avoid a missed pickup. And Waste Management will make efforts to stay on schedule after the holiday. Just a reminder, household trash is not accepted at the Public Works facility. On As of today, residents are able to schedule appointments online for the Motor Vehicle Commission's mobile unit that will be visiting the township on July 14th from 10 a.m. to 2:00 p.m. at the Senior Center parking lot. To find the link to register, they're full.
They're already full.
Yeah, they opened
So,
up.
I mean, we,
They opened up registration at 11 a.m. and before noon at some point, it was all of the, all the real ID was gone. So the only thing left was some regular registration, which you can still do if you are within 3 months of your license being up. And I would still check back and forth because hopefully if somebody cancels, then something could open up at any time. But at this point, it filled up very, very fast.
I would like to remind those that have appointments, if you don't think you're going to be able to make it, as a courtesy, please cancel the appointment, because there are residents who obviously need appointments, and it would be appreciated by the township as well as by the staff from the Motor Vehicle Commission.
As a matter of fact, as soon as this one's over, if we could request the next one, I think that would be popular.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
Traffic advisories. There are two projects that are taking place. First one is on or about Monday, July 7th, Millstone Road, Grover's Mill Road Bridge closure. Mercer County will begin the replacement of the bridge over Millstone River between West Windsor Township and Plainsboro Township. It is anticipated that the bridge will be closed to all traffic on or about the date, and the detour route for this project is Cranberry Road to Grover's Mill Road. The map showing the detour is in the project announcement, which can be found on the township website under news and notices. Once construction begins, the expected duration of the project is approximately 150 days, weather permitting. Please honor all temporary traffic control measures for your safety and the safety of others. The second project is Meadow Road between Route 1 Interchange and Bear Brook Road. On or about July 7th, 2025. Garden Homes will begin construction of a new roundabout on Meadow Road at the intersection with the Carnegie Center Connector Road. It is anticipated that Meadow Road between the Route 1 interchange and Bear Brook Road will be closed to all traffic on or about that date until August 11th, 2025. A detour map is also provided in the project announcement on the township website under news and notices. Again, please honor all temporary traffic control measures for your safety and the safety of others, especially those in the work zone and pedestrians. And finally, if you go onto the township website under the health department, actually, I'm sorry, it's under news and notices. The health department has provided some tips on how to stay safe in extreme heat. There are a number of tips. Stay hydrated, limit outdoor activity, dress comfortably, be cool, check on neighbors, especially older adults, individuals living with disabilities, and those living alone. Look before you lock. Never leave an unattended child or animals in a car, as temperatures rise quickly in a vehicle and pose a major health risk and possibly death. And protect your pets. Keep pets indoors during peak heat hours and ensure they are hydrated. Those are the announcements that I have.
Thank you, Marlena. Mayor?
thanks, Andrea. Congratulations on winning the logo. As I told you, permanent part of US West Windsor history. That logo was done by a high school student. Now we have middle school. They get younger and younger. Hopefully the 500th anniversary logo will be done by elementary school kid. So I don't know, but congratulations. This is the second logo. She won the Lions Club Peace logo contest as well last year. So congratulations on that. I do realize that some people may be without power. We did have a unexpected storm that was completely unexpected. We are in contact with both PSENG and JCPNL, and they are trying to work as fast as they can. A lot of trees came down and there were power outages all over New Jersey. So we are in touch with them. I did realize that they did lose traffic lights at the intersection of North Post and Clarksville, and some people don't like the roundabout, but if there was a roundabout, you could still go. Now it's closed one way. Marlena, happy birthday. It's her birthday today. And when I asked her what she wants for birthday, she said, I want nothing but a short meeting. So that's to all of you. That's for all of you. And finally, I just want to make people aware of a service that's offered by the West Windsor Police. Unfortunately, last week, someone asked police to do a wellness check on one of their relatives. And because the person didn't answer the door, they had to do a forced entry. That was really unfortunate. And I do remember a similar situation happened with a friend 2 years ago. Luckily, that time we could contact his daughter, and she knew the garage code, and the key was hidden in the garage. But that's always a problem. So the West Windsor Police offer a service called Blue Boxes. I have it in my home. If you see any house with a blue box, they are not selling their home. Those boxes are installed by the West Windsor Police. You can leave the key inside. Nobody knows the code for that boxes. If you call the police to do a wellness check on a relative or somebody who is living in the house, they generate the code electronically. The dispatcher has to give that code to the police officer, and they will use it only to do wellness checks. But that makes it so much easier. Your key is inside. They can open the blue box and open the door and do a wellness check. So unfortunate thing happened a few days ago, and that reminded me. I have it at home. If you go to Village Grand, you will see lots of homes have those blue boxes, and they're very useful. It's absolutely free of cost to you. All you have to do is fill out a form with the police and give them a copy of your home key. And they do come once a year and test it to make sure that everything is working. Hopefully you never have to use it, but it's still a service offered by the police. And I hope more people realize that it's a free service, especially if you're worried about some older relative who lives by himself or herself in the house. This is a wonderful thing to have. So I hope more and more people use it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Okay, at this point, Allison, do you have any announcement?
I do not.
Then we'll go to council members. So Sonia, would you?
Well, congratulations, Kashvi. Again, beautiful logo that you created. I think, as Mayor said, you're in forever Westminster's history books now. So congratulations again. I also want to thank, now I see all the groups have left, but thank all of them who came for accepting the proclamation for Disability Pride Month. I have my brother-in-law lives with Down syndrome, so I know firsthand, the challenges these differently abled people face sometimes. So I'm really thankful to the mayor and council for doing the proclamation. Thank you.
Thank you. Linda?
We also wanted to thank all the groups that came out tonight for Diversity Pride Month, which is in July. So it's an honor to have you all with us. And we're very proud of all the work and all the school work and professional work that you do for us. It's very, very inspiring. So if there's anything else, any other programs or things that you can think of that you would like the township to follow up with and look into, please always contact us and we'd be glad to work with you on that. So there is a old song some of your parents might know, "School's Out for Summer." I remember that. I used to chant that when I grew up, at least. But so we had the annual Dive into Summer event at Waterworks Community Park. And it was a lot of fun, and we were doing it to celebrate our police department. And thanks to the group West Windsor Gives Back for hosting this event. And we also had some Leos that we were talking to. I'm a member of the West Windsor Lions Club, so Leos, I know I get to know a lot of you through these events and already knew you quite often. So we do have the box will go to the senior center tomorrow to collect gently used shoes or brand new shoes. That's good. I believe I saw something up there from the police department. I believe has a box there too. So there's two places, two convenient places. Speaking of schools, I guess Andrea and I and the other council members also were invited to talk with a sixth grade students at Grover Middle School. And they showed us a presentation on a proposed mixed-use development in Cranberry. So they made the presentation, we listened, and we gave them some feedback. So that was kind of fun because I've been a planning board member around 9-10 years, and Andrea's done that too, and Martin is currently on. So that was very fun. So I just want to thank their teacher Heidi walked in for inviting us. And we said, anytime you want us to come back and talk to the students, it'll be our pleasure to do that. Let's see what else. Kashfi, great artwork again. You're 2 for 2 here at the contest. So keep up the good work. We're proud of you. And thanks for coming here. Happy birthday, Marlena. Many, many more happy and healthy birthdays. And thank you to County Executive Dan Benson and the commissioners for the new senior citizens bus for West Windsor residents. So it's very, very nice and much appreciated. So 4th of July, this coming Friday. So let's enjoy a national holiday and relax and have fun and just enjoy it. Enjoy a day off and celebrate our America's birth, 4th of July. All right.
Thank you, Linda. Dan?
Thank you. Just a quick repeat of a few things that were said already. It was just wonderful going to Thomas Grover Middle School to talk to students there who were just so enthusiastic and thoughtful about planning, especially in the context. It was all about how do we do planning and take into account the impacts that it has on biodiversity. So very oriented about ensuring that our planet stays safe and that people who live in our planet stay safe. Well, what was remarkable is that they all talked about the potential of tornadoes, which hadn't really occurred to me. And some of them had some very interesting designs. There's sort of the basic stuff of tornado shelters, but there was one group that had like a tubular slide from the top floor that sort of like a water slide that you could jump down and slide down into your basement. So very clever. Other designs with solar power and about stormwater and flooding management. So it's wonderful to see our young folks thinking about these things. So sort of leads me into, I was not at our last council meeting as I attended the League of Conservation Voters annual gala, where I was awarded the annual Emerald Award for just being a strong voice and leading decisions that take into account what's going on in our earth and in our climate and our environment, and making smart decisions going forward. And I'll continue to use my voice and amplify the voices of our community, which clearly are concerned about that. So thank you for everybody who came out and supported that. This afternoon, I was at an event held by Congresswoman Bonnie Watson Coleman's office called Pride Beyond June, actually Joy Beyond June, which was an event specific to the LGBTQIA IA Plus community that was held right here at West Windsor Plainsboro High School South. We finished up right when it started raining and pouring, and I live 5 blocks away, so I walked to the event. So it was an interesting journey back to my house. But it was attended by probably about 20 some odd groups of local organizations that support that community in different ways, either as their primary model or just as a part of their overall work. And it was great to see that we are supporting all elements of our community here, which leads into thanking Julia for reaching out to me. It was actually, I think, earlier this month, and she said, "Hey, have we ever done a disability pride proclamation?" For those of you who come to council meetings before, we often do proclamations to lift up the voices of many different parts of our community. And when I started looking into it, I realized that that was not something that we had done yet. So thank you for bringing that to my attention. And thank you, Allison, our clerk, for quickly responding to my request and putting together the proclamation, and to Council President and the rest of the council for making it happen so quickly for July. And congratulations, Kashmi, on this design. I see a future graphic artist in the making, and look forward to seeing future designs for many, many more projects. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dan. Martin?
Sure. Thank you so very much. I was trying to honor Marlena's birthday wish of a short meeting as best as possible. Kashfi, I just want to reiterate, council colleagues, congratulations to you. My daughter's was an art education major at the College of New Jersey. She is an art teacher now, teaching. Art is in the family, my family. I draw, my dad draws, but my daughter was the only one who utilized it in a professional setting. Art is an incredible gift. It's through the lens of your eyes and your vision. So continue on with that gift, because that gift can not only be a blessing to yourself and your family, but that gift can be an expression of a blessing to others. So continue and give, and congratulations, without a doubt. I did attend Grover Middle School graduation last week and High School North's graduation last week. I just wanted to continue. We already gave congratulatory remarks in the previous meeting to all of our graduates of South, North, Grover, and Community Middle School. And just want to wish all of them the best in all their future endeavors, especially the high schoolers who are going on to collegiate aspirations, and for them to continue their gifts. Listening to all the proclamations this evening and noticing some of the comments that individuals made about being a part of this community, we all are huge, huge advocates of the sense of community and the sense of being unified as one. And you see what's going on nationally in the news and even in the world, the divisions that take place. We have to continue, and I will always say this and have said this for many, many years living here. Respect of each other, respect of our ethnicity, respect of our background, our culture. So very, very important. More important now than any other time, not only for ourselves as adults, but even for the next generation coming up, to recognize the abilities and the blessings we have living in communities such as this compared to others who are not as blessed to live in this type of community of ethnic diversity, but at the same point in time, academic enrichment that we have here and the business acumen of the individuals that we have here. This is an incredible, blessed community. There's so many people around this country who are in this world who are suffering right now. So as I always say, the charge to those in our community, and we are huge advocates of academics and academic intellect and matriculation to college and getting bachelor's, master's, and PhDs and building our resumes and your careers. The greatest thing I think from the humanitarian standpoint that we can take place right now and look at is how do we build our resume of service? And I'm not talking about just individuals like us or school board members within our community and district, but I'd like to see more individuals in West Windsor and even Plainsboro, but West Windsor specifically, to have a resume of service. And that resume would be what you have done for your neighbor, what you have done for individuals in your community, in your township. And if you look at even some of the greatest humanitarians, I always say the work that you do, the blessing that you do for others is a key not only to your existence, but to our existence in this country, in this world. But one of the biggest things to be a blessing is, how do you help and bless those who may not look like you? How do you bless and help those who don't come from the same community that you do or have the same opportunities that you do? If you look at some of the greatest humanitarians, Mother Teresa, Gandhi, Martin Luther King, a lot of them were built on helping those human beings and looking at where we are in this country, in this world. That is where we need to not only start. Obviously, there are so many in this community who do that, but there's so many in this world who do that. But I think as we gather as a community, even furthermore in the future, just having such a respect for each other and your neighbor, and seeing others in the commonality standpoint as opposed to the different standpoint. Because when you stand on differences, you divide. When you stand on commonalities and respect of those who live amongst your community, you unify. And I think it's time for us to continue to unify and have an emphasis or unification throughout West Windsor, and for our young people to see that and take that on to college, take that on to their lives, that they will live in the future will only be better for our country and better for this world. Thank you.
Thank you, Martin. My turn. Okay, I'd like to wish everyone a safe and fun Independence Day celebration. It's hard to believe that in 1 year, it's going to be the 250th anniversary of our country. We have to hope that kind of brings us together, at least some. The logo that you saw tonight is part of Revolution West Windsor's grand celebration, involving not only the Historical Society, but West Windsor Township, and as Gay had mentioned, many of our community organizations. Tonight, we were able to reaffirm our commitment to our residents of all different abilities. Proclamations are nice, but what we do every day is more important. I know I've worked with, been part of whatever people across many different spectrums, and it's one thing to talk about, it's another thing to actually include and accept. And we'll continue to look at more ways to be inclusive of all people. On June 17th, I went to County Executive Dan Benson's State of the County address, and I encourage everyone to read it. I believe his confirmation of his promise to fix our library roof was an ad lib, but the mayor of the whole room and I heard it, so I'm sure it's going to happen. I want to thank West Windsor Gives Back, the Waterworks staff, and all the sponsors for another successful and fun dive into summer. The water yoga was something new for me, and I enjoy it, and I hope they bring it back next year. On June 21st, I attended the grand opening of Bricks for Kids in the new business area on Princeton Heightstown Road in our developing town center. They also do cooking classes, but of course you will find me with the Legos and the robots. They provide more good options for your kids right here in town, no matter which way their interests lie. On June 23rd, both Linda and I met, as discussed, with Heidi Wachtman's 6th grade class, and they were doing these housing development design projects. It was fun to see how they handled issues like wetlands, stormwater, housing density, natural habitats, parking, affordable housing, and more. Each year, her groups come up with new ways of doing things, and we offered to give them some insights even before they did their designs next year, since we've had a lot of planning experience and environmental experience. And on June 25th, the mayor and the council welcomed the new senior bus. And I also want to thank the county executive and the commissioners for the grant for this purchase. Thank you. And Allison, you already said you didn't have anything from the clerk's office. So if we want to move into the public hearing, for those who are not familiar, see a few new faces. There's an ordinance we're doing tonight. It involves parking regulations. We open a public hearing, so if anybody wishes to comment specifically on this particular item, we open the floor for that. So, Allison?
2025-09, an ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 168, Traffic and Parking, Article 5, Traffic and Parking Regulations on Private Property of the Revised General Ordinances of the Township of West Windsor, 1999.
Okay, I'm opening the public hearing on 2025-09 only. Is there anybody who wants to speak on this particular ordinance? Seeing none, I'm going to ask for a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Second,
Okay.
Gawes,
yes.
Jeevers,
Yes.
Weiss,
Yes.
Whitfield,
Yes.
Mandel.
Yes. And can I get a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Second,
Is there any discussion in council?
Now, this is just for the Malvern School in Woodmont commercial property, and this comes out of the PB 24-01 application that was approved.
Right, and it's what's known as a Title 39 resolution to bring Title 39 control over a private property. Okay, can we have a roll call vote?
Gawes,
yes.
Jeevers,
Yes.
Weiss,
Yes.
Whitfield,
Yes.
Mandel.
Yes. Consent agenda?
March 3rd, 2025, business session as amended, bills and claims.
Does anybody wish anything pulled? No? Can I get a motion to approve?
Salute,
Second?
Okay. Gawes,
yes.
Jeevers,
Yes.
Weiss,
Yes.
Whitfield,
I abstain from the March 3rd business session.
Mandel.
Yes. Items 13, recommendations from administration and council clerk.
2025-R149, authorizing the release of performance guarantees associated with private improvements for the project known as Windsor One Developers, Wawa Route 1, ZB 19-06. 2025-R150, authorizing the business administrator to enter into a contract with SHI International Corp. To procure 2025 IntelliShift GPS vehicle tracking licensing under the New Jersey Cooperative Purchasing Alliance contract number CK04, subcontract 24-38 with the County of Bergen, $11,511.19. 2025-R151, authorizing the mayor and clerk to execute change order number 1 final with Protective Paving LLC for a decreased amount of $12,698.43 for the project known as FY 2023 Community Park Grant Trail Resurfacing for a revised total amount of $218,575.84. 2025-R152, authorizing the mayor and clerk to execute amendment number 4 to the T&M Associates Professional Services Agreement for engineering services for the Duck Pond Run in Sewer Interceptor Project Phase 2, $94,250.
Does anybody wish to pull anything? Seeing none, can I get a motion to approve?
Motion to approve 2025-R149 through 2025-R152.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Gawes,
Yes.
Jeevers,
Yes.
Weiss,
Yes.
Whitfield,
Yes.
Mandel.
Yes. Right. We have no new introduction of ordinances, so I'm now going to open up a second public comment period, 15-minute limit, 3-minute limit per person, same rules as before. Does anybody wish to make a public comment at this time on any particular, anything? It's open. Seeing none, then I'm going to close the public comment period. And now we'll do council reports. Martin, we can start with you.
Sure. Human Relations will be meeting tomorrow evening, Tuesdays, July 1st. The Planning Board met last Wednesday, June 25th, and adopted a housing element and fair share plan. Next Planning Board meeting will be held on July 16th. Thank you.
Thank you. Dan?
The West Windsor Plainsboro Board of Ed met. They filled a vacancy for a seat that belonged to the Plainsboro side. That still needs to be followed by a background check and such to fill the last 6 months of this term. Otherwise, meeting was mostly celebratory at the end of the year. Looking forward to summer break for the teachers and picking it up next fall.
Thank you. Linda?
The Shade Tree Commission met on June 25th, but at the same time, the planning board was meeting to have the hearing on the housing element and fair share plan. So I couldn't make the Shade Tree Commission meeting. I did speak with the vice chair, Ellen Clancy, and for June, there were 9 tree removal permits were approved. There were some trees taken down at a residential property on Village Road West, which were properly removed due to black knot disease. The tree saplings at Duck Pond Park have been removed. The sapling tubes on Ellsworth Drive property, which is township property there, will get watered by the Girl Scouts, and one of the neighbors will help out with the giving them some water. Shade Tree Commission's review of its ordinance in code continues at the July meeting, and there may also be a discussion of a draft new bamboo ordinance at the July meeting.
Thank you. Are you saying that they gave permits to the diseased trees?
Care.
Okay. Another different question. Okay, Sonia?
The committees have not met since we last met. Affordable Housing Committee just canceled their meeting for July 3rd. I would like to think it's for my birthday, but not really. They would meet next on August 7th. Parking Authority meets on July 9th. And nothing from Emergency Management Council. The only thing I would like to remind everyone is in a couple hours, you'll start hearing fireworks. That's from the Mercer County Park Lead Festival. They did have fireworks on Friday. The second fireworks is tonight, and they will have another fireworks this coming Friday. So keep your pets secured when the fireworks goes off. I know my pets do not like that, so just tip.
I'd said that lightning that went about 2 inches, I think, from my house probably did enough for me to.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, actually. I was in my physical therapy when the lightning and thunder went, and the center did lose power, so we were in dark for a couple of minutes until the emergency lights came up.
There was very high volume of emergency calls today, from hazmat to another township,
There were-
to a fire in another.
There were
township.
many, I think Plainsboro got, the
Yeah.
tornado did hit Plainsboro,
Yeah.
landed
Yeah, we
in
even had a
Plainsboro, so there were a
call.
lot of trees down, many fire calls for that. as
Oh,
well.
it was like continuous throughout the day, and especially picked up again
Yeah.
with the storm. So thanks to all the police, fire, EMS, they're out there around the clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Environmental Commission hasn't met since the last meeting. The May Sustainable Jersey submission was evaluated, and we're close to having enough points for silver certification, which is the highest certification. Additional material will be submitted by their late July final due date, including most likely a report to council at our next meeting. And the next EC meeting will be on July 10th. That's all I've got. Any other administration updates?
I don't have any.
Okay, it's Marlena's birthday, so.
Yeah.
So
we have
what's going
one
to be
update.
updated in 1 hour?
Oh, wow, gosh.
We do
Okay.
have one update that just
Yep.
came in, the senior center bus, the new one, the storm that just went through, we have some tree damage, branches that came down, so we're canceling bus service for tomorrow. The senior center will be contacting everyone, and we're also send out an update. But we just wanted to let everyone know tonight, it was just coming in right now, so we just wanted to let everyone know, and we hope to get them back up and running as soon as possible, because all 3 buses were parked near each other and some large branches came down on them, so we're hoping no damage, but
Well, we hope not. The
yeah,
new
the new
bus
bus.
literally just.
came in.
The new just
so-
had a new car smell.
Yeah.
That's how new it was.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. All right. Thank you for that happy update, but thank you for giving it to us.
Anytime.
We're on it. We've contacted people. I've taken pictures and so on.
Enjoy.
Okay,
Yes.
thanks.
Yes.
Thanks.
Well, birthday gift, right, Marlena? Happy birthday.
You're working through the night.
Standing, so that's what counts.
All right. There's no closed session tonight, so can I get a motion to adjourn?
Salute.
Second, all in favor? Okay, thank you, everybody.
And thank you.
We are adjourned at 8:04. Thank you for everybody who came. Thanks.